What is it?
You want to talk to Dice?
Yeah, now I want to talk to Dice.
Line 17.
All right. You get your clothes on and get the hell out of here.
All
right.
It's going to be ugly.
And this is going to be ugly. You don't want to see this.
I know what's been going on.
All right. Okay.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, too. Okay.
All right. And I got news for you. You're a total amateur, and you're a better guest than Dice.
Oh, ouch.
Alan Thicke came in here, was great.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Dice.
Yeah.
Hi. You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
You could go first.
Okay. First of all, I've thought long and hard about this, and the reason, what's precipitated this is I read your comments.
How'd you read my comments?
The guy faxed it to me, the guy named...
Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Okay.
And your comment, to sum it up, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but...
Well, why not?
Because it's boring.
No, it's not boring. It just tells it the way it is. Why don't you read the whole thing?
Okay. Well, I read it on the air already. I just didn't want to repeat it. I figure I got you on the phone. You can talk. Why should I read your comments when I can have your comments directly?
Yeah, right.
And here's my feeling about you. That you're blaming me for a bad appearance that you had on our show. And, okay, maybe I'm a crummy interviewer or whatever you want to say.
That's not what I said. Maybe you didn't read it.
No, I did read it. You're
No,
saying that I'm losing it, that I don't have an edge. And I said, gee, that's pretty interesting, you know. Coming from a guy who dropped, Andrew Dice Clay became Andrew Clay.
You mean when I did another series?
Yeah, exactly. It seems to me you're blaming me for a bad appearance.
No,
maybe you should blame yourself.
I was bad.
Well,
I didn't say I was bad. I said you were a little off that day. What, you can't have an off day?
I wasn't off that day. I was not off that day.
For you to go on play the show over again.
Well, I am. In fact, it'll be on E! It'll be on E! tonight. No, the audience is. Listen, people are going to come up to you and suck up to you. But here's the point.
No, people come up to you and suck up to you. I don't suck up to nobody.
No, I don't see any people.
Rat boy.
I don't even see. I know. Good. Someone wrote you a joke.
No, nobody wrote me.
Anyway, rat boy. Yeah, that's nice.
Difference between me and you.
Here's the deal. Things have gone badly for you, and it's the end of the career. I understand that, and I had you on as a mercy booking.
You know how stupid you sound even
Guys, let's admit it's over. Did you see the ratings on your show tonight?
The end of a career.
You're at the bottom of the ratings.
Yeah, right. In the meantime, it's 5:30, right?
Wait a second. Here it is. I'm not making this stuff up, Dice. If you want me to kiss your ass, I'll kiss your ass. But here it is.
I don't need you to kiss my ass.
Number 107 hits. The last...
Make sure, hey, Howard, before we start, at least make sure my mic is on, okay?
Your mic is all the way up.
Okay, good.
Your mic is all the way up. The show isn't doing well.
Don't talk about ratings. Talk about your ratings between you and Mark and Brian. Don't talk about my ratings.
What about my ratings between me and Mark and Brian?
Please,
why don't you quote them?
All over.
Oh, here we go. You see, it's going to get into the thing where you're going to sit there and lie.
No, I'm not going to lie. You're the one that...
All right, Mark and Brian are beating me. You're absolutely right.
Baby,
Mark and Brian are beating me. Mark and Brian are beating me. They're really tremendous talents. Everybody knows you're telling the truth.
That's right.
Here, since you don't have anybody around you, you went on Geraldo. You went on my show.
Yeah,
you went on the Keenan Ivory Wayans show.
Yeah, so?
They were horrible appearances.
Yeah, okay.
All right? You didn't prepare. You had nothing to say. I said to you...
Who says it was
I left you in... Okay, here's the deal.
You're not even a comic. How do you judge any comic?
I went and asked you... Listen,
That's
I know interesting people. You don't even have to be funny. Be interesting. I say to you, well, Dice, how's your relationship with your wife?
Talk about lies, Howard.
How's your relationship with your wife? You go to me, hey, Howard, I love my relationship with my wife. I built a disco in my basement, and we make love down there.
Not in my basement, and it's not a disco.
In the pool house, excuse me. In the pool house. All right, that's the funny part.
Yeah, at least I take time to spend time with my wife. You know what I mean?
Good.
Instead of hanging out in the back of strip clubs with chicks jumping on my 2-inch killer for $10.
Well, let me tell you something. At least that's a funny bit.
Yeah, no, it's not
to talk about that.
Life.
Yeah, it is my life. But I talk about my real life, and you don't. Why don't you come on the air and admit that your career's over?
Yeah, why can't you ever face me when we're on the air live, huh?
Hey, I did a show with you live. You didn't say anything.
I understand.
You didn't bring up a thing. If you're having a problem, bring it up. I wasn't having a problem. You were. You said, hey, man, Howard was having an off day.
Hey, look, you're the one that jumped right
I guess Geraldo had a rough day. Keenan Ivory Wayans had a rough day. The people who created your CBS television show had a rough day. Hits is having a rough day.
You had a rough day.
Your movies had a rough day. Everything's had a rough day.
Why do you got to just...
Brain Smasher had a rough day. Everything has a rough day. Everyone's fault but Dice's.
All I was talking about was...
So you got to go in the paper and badmouth me. If you had an off day, you had an off day. What you got to say Howard had an off day for?
Because you did. You just sat
That's
there.
such
you
a
went
lot.
to the phone.
I just sat there. I go to your Dice.
Another fight with me and Jack.
Dice, what do you think? I wish you would have done something. I go, Dice, what do you think a lady died? Here, I'll give it to you again. Hey, Dice, I say to you, what do you think? You see, you're going to get into name calling, but here's the point. I'm giving you some constructive.
You sat there like a mute.
Okay, I'm trying to give you constructive criticism.
Well, and I'm trying
if you go on a show and the host says to you, what do you think a lady died? And you go like this.
Howard,
hey, the song parody you did is in bad taste.
That's right. And
you mean you never did anything in bad taste?
You'll see how the rest of
Yeah, I'll check my ratings on that. When you have a career like mine for 20 years and you're making the kind of money I am, then you'll tell me about careers.
Yeah, I got no career. I got no money.
You have no career. You know it's over.
The end of it all, right?
It's over, Dice.
Over for who?
For you.
Yeah, that's why you're still on radio, right?
How's the hits?
Your big movie.
No, I guess my movie that made $43 million and I got people knocking on my door. Brain Smasher. I guess Brain Smasher's dying for a sequel, huh?
Yeah, if you had such a big hit.
And my radio's a hit. And why don't you write a book, Dice, and we'll see how many copies you sell.
You just can't help it.
Why don't you do a pay-per-view special against me, and we'll see who sells more tickets? Why don't you write a book and see if you can sell any?
Most of the sales I've made.
Because you can't even sell a goddamn ticket anywhere.
Yeah, all right, you're right.
And if you're going to sit and blame me, if you're going to blame me for your career, man, that's a sad comment.
And if you're going to blame me for being Rat Boy, that's your problem.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. And you look great, man.
Yeah.
You're about 25, 30 pounds overweight with your hair plugged.
I could throw you in a
sitting there.
Skim Ugly for a month.
Yeah, that's
what are
great.
You talking about?
Great. Now you come to life.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you come to life.
And
you know what's odd? And here's the sad. Oh yeah, you're hugging me and telling me, "Hey Howard, can I call you?" What? And then you got to go badmouth me the next day, because you're so goddamn jealous.
And you were off.
All right.
The show is on tape.
With Geraldo, but I'm the one guy you feel comfortable saying is off. You don't talk badly about anybody. Mr. Big Shot, who can't even talk about Lady Di. You can't talk about your wife. The only person you can talk about is me. It shows what a goddamn coward you are. I say, hey, you got a gay assistant. Oh, that's not why I hired him. Gee, you're a laugh riot.
I like my gay assistant. I think the only reason you're not coming out of the closet is because then you could be turned down by both sexes.
And you know what? If I came out of the closet, I'd admit it and do something funny with it instead of what you do. Admit your career's over. That'd be funny.
In the meantime, you dress like a girl.
And Letterman.
You wear your hair in a bun like a girl.
And I love your big red jacket on Geraldo that didn't fit to hide your fat from Geraldo. You're embarrassed. With a big red jacket. Who designed that? Gautier?
Where do you keep the change for parking meters, Howard, in your pockmark?
What'd you do? Did you write it? Did you write that one down?
You insulted that you and Boza.
And then on top of it, Dice, you can't get on Letterman and Leno. What is it? Letterman and Leno won't have me on, he says.
5 years.
Letterman and Leno won't have me on because I'm too controversial. Letterman and Leno won't have you on because you got no material.
And in the meantime, you didn't have the balls to speak up against Letterman. No, after the show was over, everything you said was right, Dice. Everything you said, because you.
What are you talking about?
Because you like to do Letterman, you didn't have the balls.
You can't get on Letterman because you have no talent.
And go, I can't believe
it's over.
Won't
it's
have
over.
Back nobody up.
It's over.
You're talking about yourself.
It's over for you.
About your book.
Dice, hits is number 107.
That's the way you are, Howard.
You will be off UPN.
Academy Awards. Well, why would they?
Where do you go after UPN? Where do you go after UPN, Dice?
You're moving into
okay. Yeah, like Ford Fairlane did. What a joke. $25 million, Ford Fairlane. Good luck. And by the way, Letterman and Leno won't have you on, not because you're controversial. He can't even take criticism.
Okay,
He can't take criticism.
Yeah, talk about my...
Yeah. All right, Fatso, goodbye for life.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, hang up.
Drop dead. Drop dead, pussy boy. Who are you today, Andrew Clay or Andrew Dice Clay?
Richard Gere's ass.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, Richard Gere's ass. There's a funny one.
Do your kids call you Mickey around?
Are you going to do more limericks? You going to do more limericks, Dice?
How do you even get out?
Hey, how's the new career going in Vegas? I'm going to do some new material. Hickory dickory dock. I'm Dice. I got a new limerick. Go for it, pal. Go for it. You're really tearing up the country.
Hey, Howard.
It's really going great. Hey, Dice, how's your wife? I love my wife. I'm in the disco making love to her. Hey, how come you can't get on Letterman and Leno? I can't get on because they hate me. I'm not funny. I'm too controversial.
Everything, Howard. That's all you ever do.
My career's going great. I got hits. It's on UPN. It's number 107.
You're on a letter with pork soup.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you hide that face with that
Try and get it.
hair of yours.
Yeah. Well, at least I don't get hair transplants every week.
there, okay?
If I go bald, I'll show it, man. Not get hair transplants every week.
Well, at least try showing your face once in a while. Then people could have a really good laugh.
Yeah, Dice.
That's right.
Why don't you lose some weight with your tuna diet?
Let me ask you that question.
Mr. Tuna Diet.
Well,
I'm not, you know what, dude? I don't even want to get into this in a personal level. I was trying to give you some constructive criticism.
On your own.
If you wanted to take some constructive criticism, I'd give it to you. Yeah.
My jokes are just the ones you pay him for, Howard.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, why did you hire Jackie to write you some funny material? Maybe it would help you.
Why can't you even write your material by yourself?
Yeah, like you do. You haven't even sat down with your fat, lazy ass and written anything funny in 3 or 4 years.
You're just a little rat.
Why do you think we boycotted you for so long and we wouldn't let you on the show in California when you came by to get on? Because you're not funny. You bring every goddamn show down. Do something funny for once. Do something funny.
I'm burying you once again, just like...
Yeah, you always bury me, Dice. You bury everyone. You're on a roll.
That's right, I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll. On UPN 9, you're on number 107 this week.
Put out your next tape of showing lesbians.
Here's a list of shows that you beat you.
When do you ever perform for your fans?
Smart Guy, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Good News, Moesha,
on the Academy of...
Malcolm and Eddie, Jamie Foxx, Sparks, Unhappily Ever After, The Tom Arnold Show, All Right Already.
You don't even know what you're
Step by Step, they all beat you. Number 107 this week, Dice. It's over. How many more TV shows can you go through, Dice? Now you're on UPN 9.
Because I happen to be an actor, which is something...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're some actor. Yeah, here's your acting. Hey, it's me, Dice. Yeah. Hi, I'm Bruff, the Brain Smasher.
Here I am.
Now I'm the record company executive. Now I'm the record company executive.
Oh, please.
Hey, look at me.
Arguing. You're just trying
I'm on UPN 9. I overpower you because I'm a dynamo. You're nothing. You're garbage. You are garbage.
Did you
I know, you're Italian. You're Italian. Here he is. Here's the Italian. The Dice. I'm the Dice man. I'm the new Dice.
You're giving the FCC $1,000 every time you say it.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me $1,000 every time you say something original? Why don't you try that?
Yeah, Dice, you're on a roll, baby.
You got nothing original.
Hey, what are you going to do to get the ratings up?
I'm not even awake. It's 5:30 in the morning here.
I know. And you're burying me. The audience can't believe how talented you are.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll go on radio and scare us all.
I call up and there's Howard with another
Mr. Boring.
Studio.
Why don't you prepare the next time Hi-Ho Silverstein comes into the studio?
Howard, what were you, the pity banging in
That's exactly what I was, and I admit it.
Is that why you can't take it?
That's exactly what it is.
Because I'm handsome and you're a little rat?
Hey, Dice, you are so handsome that's why they're keeping you off Letterman and Leno. Letterman and Leno think you're too handsome. You make him look bad. You're absolutely right. You just hit on it.
When you bite him to sleep, let me ask you.
Dice just hit on it, everybody. Letterman and Leno are scared of Dice because he's so handsome. That's why I don't like to have Dice on, because he's so handsome, he makes me look ugly. He hit it on the head. He finally hit the truth for once in his career. He's so handsome, I can't take it. When he comes on, I look so ugly next to him. And you know what? And Leno and Letterman tell me the same thing.
Very handsome, okay?
They can't believe when Dice Man comes on, and Keenan Ivory Wayans even looked ugly next to him.
And the setback.
My friend works on Keenan Ivory Wayans. He said Dice was deaf. He got on and sang Elvis songs.
Why did you bother doing that stupid movie?
Yeah. Well, I guess because it made $43 million. How's your deal with Ivan Reitman going, Dice? The movie you never made. And why do you call me every week asking me to make a movie with you? Because you can't get one made and I can. You're over. Yeah. Why didn't you admit it?
No, you're over. You just can't.
Where do you go after UPN 9? What are you going to do next for us?
P-Brain. That's right.
What's going to be next? Yeah, I'm P-Brain, all right.
That's right.
Tell us about your empire, Dice, how you're the greatest comic.
Tuning off. The only people you have a good time making
if you were,
the ones that dead, like
there you go.
Died,
there you go.
Ryan White that died of AIDS at 7.
There you go. Yeah, we made fun of him.
I'm making fun of that.
And the new Dice. He doesn't make fun of people. The new Dice, everybody.
Wait a minute. He can't be on your case for making fun of people.
Yeah, no, Dice is the new Dice. He doesn't make fun of anybody. Look at that. Hey, that's a good career move. There you go. Hey, look at that.
The whole world
looking forward to Ford Fairlane 2.
Comes on.
There you go.
Princess died.
Now, we make fun of your last sitcom.
Talk about what's happening. Good Lord.
But you're the type that does anything for a fuck.
Well, you know what it is? You're too busy with Club 33 in your basement.
That's why Rat Boy is so...
He's at Club 33. Rat Boy's got you got your number pegged, man. I'm the only one who doesn't suck your ass in your entourage, man. I tell you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Andrew Fat Clay, that's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's right.
And the truth is, you're staying home with your wife in Club 33, and you're not making any jokes.
The only reason you're...
And now you're on TV for the second time bombing.
Yeah, no.
And now you're all upset, and you're going to blame me. Poor Howard is the reason you're not getting successful. Oh,
like a 2-year-old.
Oh, too bad, Dice.
Strip club.
Sorry, next time you come in, I'll prepare some material for you. Next time you come in.
The only reason your wife sleeps with you is a warm-up to a dildo, let's face it.
That's it, and I tell the truth. My wife absolutely uses a vibrator because I'm bad in bed. At least I'm willing to talk about it. But Dice is the best in bed. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dice with his scary material.
You go down on a pizza cheese, rat.
Ah, that's good.
Put your hair in a bun, put on your dress.
Okay.
A
little bit jealous, huh?
Jealous of what, you?
That you sit at Club 33 and wonder where the greatness went.
Yeah.
Talk about something real in your life when you come on a show. Alan Thicke came on and was a better guest than you. Alan Thicke's not even a cop. See, he doesn't listen. It's so stupid.
But your little kiss ass.
I can't even sit there and help him. I tried to help him. I was going to tell him what was wrong with his career.
Well, we could have had a conversation, but it turns into...
You can't have a conversation with him. You can't. He wants to sit and call me a rat boy and all that. I could help him with his career and tell him what he's doing wrong, but he can't take it.
Wrong. We've been nothing but a friend to him, and he goes in the paper and badmouths us.
Because you attack.
I don't understand why that is.
Because people attack you when you do something nice for them. It's like no one else is doing anything. I had him on as a mercy booking, and then he has to badmouth me.
And I don't do nothing nice for you except come on.
Remember when he used to go on? Remember when we were at war with him, and he'd go on the DeBella show?
Yeah.
And then he'd say DeBella's the king. Remember when he'd say DeBella was the king and all that kind of stuff?
DeBella was the king. What do you think you started?
And so of course we beat his ass. Yeah,
Lucy, you got Imus, you had DeBella, but no, let's pick on DeBella. Let's pick on anybody.
Oh, yeah, you don't pick on anybody, do you, Dice? The new Dice, he doesn't pick on anybody. Good. Keep not picking on anybody. You're a real interesting guest.
I pick on everybody. I just don't pick on the dead.
Oh, I see.
You on this interview, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I am picking on the dead. Your career is dead. Andrew the Dead Man, Clay. Your career is dead.
Yeah, I know.
And you know it, and you won't admit it. Admit it. It'll be funnier.
You think so?
Yeah, talk about how you sit at home and you bang your head against the wall. That's why you lost your hair.
7-year-old guy like yourself get on the radio.
I know.
Mad because somebody went against the great Howard Stern.
Oh, Dice.
The great rat boy.
Dice.
He had an off day.
You want to know?
Like Howard, but
this was a show you could get on.
This was the one show you could get on. Now you can't even get on this one.
Every show, what? Because I can't.
Geraldo had you on for 5 minutes. He threw you off and edited it.
Howard.
I watched your Geraldo appearance.
You go on that farm.
So he goes on Geraldo, right?
I have to go on the farm.
After he goes on Geraldo.
Yes, I went on Geraldo.
The whole show was completely edited, and he was on for 5 minutes.
That'll put you on. You kiss
He was on for 5 goddamn minutes. Keenan Ivory Wayans puts him on, and he does an Elvis song.
Why are you even talking to Robin? Talk to me, Howard.
I don't know, because there's no talking to you anymore.
Talk about being a rebel, Howard.
Why don't we? I'll be like your little sycophants and tell you how great you are.
We're off the air.
I know. Okay.
Everything you said about Letterman and Leno's true.
Well, we'll see you on Letterman and Leno.
Opinion on the air, dude.
Yeah, well, let's see you get on Letterman and Leno. You can't get on Letterman and Leno because you're not funny.
Everybody else.
Hey,
I didn't want to do your stupid show because you're stupid.
Good. Don't do my show anymore.
And the reason I didn't come up for number one, I could have done the studio. I don't like when a guy comes on the air, especially yesterday, and says to Bob Schimmel, he was supposed to call him Monday. I called you on Friday and said I'd do it Monday, but you needed the time to prepare.
All right, sure, guys. Yeah, okay. Right. All right, what else you got?
Too much of a pussy. Why
didn't you call in on Monday?
So call in on Monday. Why didn't you call in on Monday?
Because you're not a comic.
I see.
You know, if I was arguing with
neither are you. I hate to tell you, I haven't made anybody laugh recently.
Brings a comic, which I got to say is why.
I know.
Writing every one of your jokes and all your bits.
Yeah, I guess so.
So good, you can always have friends.
Okay.
Push his little fart button so the audience doesn't.
Hey, Matt, how you doing? Tell Dice how unfunny he is.
Howard.
Yeah.
Get this idiot off the air. He's old news. He's old.
Is that one
it's over.
Dice?
He doesn't know it's over.
Is that one
it's over, Dice? Dice.
Paid calls, your little setup, Dice.
Yeah, I paid this guy a lot of money.
You're going to be at Bally's in Vegas?
How'd you do in Bally's, Dice?
No one's going to go see you. It's over. You're over, Dice.
Yeah, how much is Howard paying you to come on the air, huh?
I just woke up this morning listening to my radio. Pay me millions. I'm getting all the profits from private parts.
Dude, so far you're funnier than Dice.
Oh, thanks, Howard.
I'll have you in.
Idiot, man. He's over. It's old
You didn't
news.
put together yourself that you want to take the
I had an
over, man.
Hey, Dice, I had an off day. You had an off decade.
Dice,
So we're even.
all my old tapes of you, I want to burn them, man.
Ever do anything alone?
No, not against you. You're too scary. Your talent scares me too much. I can't.
Came on, I buried you, rat.
I can't fight. I can't fight against you. You buried me too good.
Well, we found something for you to do.
We found something for you to do now. Now you have a bit.
Hurry up, Jackie. Write him a quick
Yeah,
comeback.
Jackie, write me a comeback. There is no comeback with you, Dice. You don't need one.
Been hung out at the drum.
I can't talk about Lady Diana 'cause she's dead. Hey, I'm Dice, man. I'm wild. I can't talk about my wife because I love her. I can't talk about gay people because they protest me. I can't say the word fag anymore.
Drip down your mother's leg.
I can't. Yeah, drip down your mother's leg, too. I can't say the word fag anymore because they'll protest me. I gotta drop my whole act because they'll protest me. Mr. Brave. How's Hits doing, Dice?
It's doing very well.
Yeah, 107, ladies and gentlemen. Look in the New York Post.
The way you pissed on Seinfeld at the beginning and
Yeah.
he doesn't call you.
I know. So don't call me. I know. Hey, Dice, if you don't call anymore, I won't have any ratings.
I made these guys careers. You're just like a big crybaby.
I know.
I made these guys careers.
Oh, I didn't make yours, that's for sure.
Your career, Howard.
Nobody.
We were the comic.
Oh.
DJ that thinks you invented talk.
Gee, Dice, how is it I've succeeded for the last 3 years not having you on? I don't know how I did that.
That's all. I'm just saying you got lame. You lost the edge.
I know. Yeah, I lost the edge, all right.
I acted like this when I came into
You lost some edge. Yeah, okay.
Let's go right to the phones like you just did when you ran out of...
So Dice goes, hey, Howard went to the phones when I came in. I go, went to the phones? The guy wasn't saying anything. Hey, you know who's funny, Dice?
People hear him with him.
Dice, you know what else is funny? You know that guy... Yeah, all right. Okay, all right. Well, we're not getting anywhere because I was going to try and help you today and tell you what you should do, but you don't want to listen. Believe me, you need help. Ask anyone.
I knew when I said to Chauncey that Howard had an off day, you'd cry like a baby.
I'm not crying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dude.
A piece of cheese.
Dude, don't blame everybody else for your failing career.
I'm just saying.
You come in here and kick some ass. Don't sit and wait for the interviewer to write the material for you.
I gave you a shot.
If you come into the give everybody a shot. Hold it. Letterman and Letterman are on the phone. They want to give you a shot, you dickhead. Yeah. Okay. Go, Dice. Guys,
movie that you talked about for
have a nice life. Goodbye. Oh God, is he annoying? This could go on all day. Phil, go ahead. I mean, I'm not going to sit and yell over this guy. I was going to give him some constructive criticism about how he could get his career on track, but forget it. Hi, Phil.
Yeah.
Hi.
Who's this, Howard?
Yeah.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
You know, I can't yell over the guy for 10 minutes. I'm trying to tell him where he's going wrong in his career.
Well, he wants to do the dozens.
Yeah. He wants to sit and do rank outs. I'm telling him the guy's got a real career problem. He's not writing any funny material. He won't talk about anything controversial.
You know, he says he does. He didn't want to do the same thing with Jackie that he'd done before, but he'll do it with you.
Yeah.
He wanted to have a conversation.
You know, and he's going to call me rat boy and all this kind of stuff, you know.
You know, you can't really talk about what's going on, and he can't really say, you know, what he said in his article and what was going through his mind.
The guy was a friend of mine. I try to help him by having him on the show to promote that horrible show of his. You know, he doesn't badmouth anybody else. All he badmouths is me.
This is the guy who gave up his whole act because he wants to be friendly to everybody
right.
else. The one show that has never given him a problem, he craps on.
Yeah, he's going to crap on me. I'm not going to sit there and take it.
Right.
He feels comfortable.
We've never said change your material. We've never had the band members walk out because he's doing the show.
Right. I mean, here's a guy who really is in a career problem, and I'm trying to help him, and then I got to open up the newspaper, and he tells me that it's my fault he was bad on our show.
Leno and Letterman didn't have him on at the height of his career.
I know. Well, I mean,
what was that all about?
And he's got a bunch of guys who sit around and say, Dice, you're the funniest, you're the greatest, and meanwhile, it's all falling apart. So I said, you know what? The guy could get his career on track if he went back and really sat down and thought about what was funny in this world and didn't worry about being politically correct. And I try to help the guy, and I even said to Gary, we'll have him in toward the end of the show. So in case he sucks, no one will hear it.
But he's all political correctness. You can't talk about the dead. You can't talk about Princess Di. You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that.
God,
what will we talk about?
Why couldn't Dice have been in that car wreck instead of Sam Kinison?
Yeah, didn't he go through the same trouble with Sam Kinison?
Yeah, he had a problem with Sam Kinison, too. He has a problem with everybody. That's Dice. I mean, he goes on 20 shows and bombs, but he's got to badmouth me. I just love guys who feel comfortable enough to badmouth me.
And every time they want to attack you, you're not a comic.
Yeah. I'm not a comic, but I'll tell you one thing. I make a lot more people laugh than he does.
And I guess he's writing everything he says on Hits.
Yeah, right.
It's a sin to have a writer now.
No. In Hits, he writes the whole show himself. Hits. Hey, somebody wrote something. Gee whiz.
Don't even have him on the show. He completely sucks. When was the last time he wrote any new material?
He doesn't.
No, he wrote some new
He doesn't
lyrics.
at all.
Oh, no, he did. I got to be fair to Dice. He wrote some new limericks. He told us. I said, Dice, are you doing new material? I even tried to get him to lie. I said, oh, you're going to be appearing in Vegas. Did you write some new material? No, I'm going to do a lot of the old stuff, but I did write some new limericks. Hickory dickory dock, but I can't do it here. It's too dirty. I'm like, oh, great guest. It's my fault.
Innocent bitch. That's all he is. He's just a bitch.
Hey, whatever. I wasn't going to get into name calling,
Yeah,
but I got kind of heated up. I really...
mean, you guys were friends. I mean, that's why I didn't say anything while he was on the phone. I was like, this is almost personal. You two really know each other.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but I just don't want to hear, it's one thing, I try to help a guy out. And clearly, I'm on top of my game and everything. And the guy's got a problem now. I mean, he's got a career crisis. When you go to UPN 9 and your show is bombing...
107?
107? I'm not making it up.
No, I believe he's 107. Who the hell's watching it? What? People are watching the commercials. They're not watching the TV show.
Oh, well, listen. So I try to help the guy out, and then I got to read how he sucked on my show because I'm a bad interviewer.
No.
And he sucks on every show he goes on. Because of me.
No.
And I've tried to talk to him in private on the phone about, what contemporary comedy is. Like, it can't just be all sex jokes. Like, you got to talk about politics. You got to talk about, religion. And he goes, no. That's the stuff they boycott you. They pressure groups. I only talk about sex. That's the way to go. And I'm like, oh, boy. All right. Hickory dickory dock time.
I don't know.
Thanks for the call.
No problem.
Hey, you're on the air.
Mr. Mainstream.
Yeah.
Did you watch the show last night?
What show?
His show.
No, I never would watch
Dude,
it.
I flipped onto it. It was horrible. His mainstream thing was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I mean, you heard that 10 years ago. After every comment.
Yeah, I know.
God.
What can I tell you?
It was very, very sad.
And I know the guy's on hard times, and I know that it's frustrating for him. And I was
but don't kick your friend.
Yeah, don't kick me in the press. Let me see you write about 900 other guys. I was trying to help you.
The only time interesting was when he was on your show. There's a little bit of a joke, a little controversy. Maybe.
I tried my best. I tried to get phone callers on for him to react to that. He didn't like. I tried to ask him about Lady Di. He didn't like that. I tried to ask him about his sex life. It's fine. I asked him about gay people. He wouldn't comment. He says it's not nice to talk about gay people.
Turned into a pussy. 6-7 years ago, he was hysterical. Come on, he was good.
He was great. And I said he was great, but I don't know what happened to the guy.
He's a pussy.
How do you lose it? That's why I think somebody wrote his whole first special.
Andrew Silverstein.
I don't know.
And then he dropped the name Clay, and he's crying, and he's, it's like...
Straight to Silverstein.
He dropped Dice. I mean, who are you?
I want to be loved by everybody.
And then I knew, and then he was going to go, your movie my movie made $43 million. It's called a hit.
Oh, boy.
Brain Smasher went straight to cable, and Fort Fairlane made $25 million. That's it.
And Fort Fairlane, let's be honest, didn't make anybody laugh.
And Fort Fairlane didn't get one good review. I got, he can't take it because I got, stellar reviews. I won the Czechoslovakian Film Festival. I don't think Fort Fairlane won any film festival. And you know what? I'm not even into comparing my career. I know I'm blessed, and I know I have a lot of good things going on right now in my career. And and I've been on top for 20 years. I know I'm a lucky guy. It's just that I don't want to read Dice saying that I'm the reason he sucked on the show. I mean, that's such a cop-out. I don't want to, I just don't want to hear it.
But your whole point is, why even bother? Why are you talking about me when you're being interviewed to promote your show?
Yeah, why am I the only guy you can think of in all the show business to badmouth?
He started singing those Elvis tunes.
He can't badmouth his gay people. He can't badmouth anybody. But me, he could give a little dig.
Down to, you're
it's
the
jealousy.
guy that everybody can say something bad about. Nobody's going to say to Dice, how could you do that?
And he's sitting at home in his Club 33 there going, Howard's not even a comic, and he's successful, and people say but Dice, I don't profess to be a comic.
Club Soda Kenny's going, you're the best.
Yeah, right, exactly. Club Soda Kenny.
When he was funny, and you knew he was funny, you were right.
You should have seen the pained look on his manager's face. And you'll see it tonight on E. When I'm interviewing Dice, the manager's looking at me like, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. You can see it in his eyes. The TV's not going to lie tonight.
Mainstream Silverstein.
Yeah, mainstream Silverstein.
That's his business.
I love it. Thank you. Mainstream Silverstein. Bruce.
Yeah.
What's up?
The Dice is dead, man.
I know.
He's dead. I work at a fire hall in Etobicoke. I brought in a tape of this guy. Now, the language gets pretty crusty where I work, right?
Right.
Within 10 minutes, the room was empty.
I know, because it can't all be dirty language. You got to have jokes.
This is it. The guy's got no material. He's got no act.
Yeah, now it's all, pussy.
He should be like MC Hammer and do, like, Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials or something.
Well, I was going to, listen, if I could have talked to him on the phone, I would have said, look, Dice, here's what you got to do. You got to go back, you got to sit down, you got to open a newspaper, you got to read it, figure out what's going on in the world. You can't just have an act with hickory-dickory-dock about sex. Sex is great, don't get me wrong, I do a lot of sex humor. But it's got to be real. You can't, you got to, you know what? If I use a vibrator on my wife, yeah, I admit it. That's what makes people laugh. They relate to reality. No one wants to hear a guy come on and go, my wife is great.
I got Club 33.
I built $1 million Club 33 and I have sex with her. I mean, where's the joke? Or where's the interest in that?
Gets pretty tired.
And him calling me rap, I mean, I know I'm ugly as sin. I mean, you can't talk about my looks. I'm the one who talks about my looks. It's got nothing to do with looks. I don't have a pleasant feeling when I look in the mirror, but you know what's funny? He gets a pleasant feeling from looking at that fat face of his. That's what's funny. He actually thinks he's good looking enough to comment on my appearance. I'm the guy who gets on and says I grew my hair long to cover my face. But Dice thinks he's good looking. That's the scary part, too. I think he thought he was going to be a leading man in the movies, like Richard Gere. And he's making fun of Richard Gere. Richard Gere's got a career. Richard Gere's got a career. Guy's a major movie star. Makes millions of dollars a movie. Dice doesn't get... Dice couldn't even get arrested in the movies. It's over for him.
And at the time, he was the biggest comedian ever.
Yeah.
Couldn't sell a movie ticket.
No. The worst movie in the world should have made some money.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with him? I've really tried to help the guy. I feel bad for him. But I don't want to hear some crap about I'm the reason you sucked. Hey, if you sucked, go away and, that's it, you sucked.
He hasn't said anything about those other show hosts.
No.
He sucked.
I mean, if you should have seen him on Geraldo. Geraldo hustled him out of there so fast. It was a 5-minute interview. Dice immediately comes out, has to light his cigarette, and doesn't say anything funny. And he starts telling Geraldo how much his mother loves Geraldo. I mean, that was the material. He didn't talk about anybody in the audience. He didn't talk about anything. Nothing. And listen, God bless him. I mean, go off and do your thing. I've had this with him before. He's just unappreciative. Why bite the hand that feeds you?
He gets pissed because things aren't going well, and he always takes it out on you, it seems.
Yeah, I know. Whenever things go bad, and things are going horribly for him, I admit it. And I don't like to kick a dog when he's down, especially when he was a friend. I mean, I've done everything for this guy. He needed a house. I went house hunting with him. He needed a friend to talk to. Every time he called, I picked up the phone. All right, recently he's been calling a lot, and I haven't been picking up the phone in the last couple of years because I can't take it. With his philosophies and how show business is this, and Letterman and Leno, and they're out to get him, and they don't like him because he kills in the clubs, and they didn't, and it goes back to those days. I mean, I'll only listen to that story 10 times, not 50. I can't hear it over and over and over again. And Letterman's out to get him, Leno's out to get him, I'm out to get him. Everyone's out to get him because he's so dangerous. And then he's on TV, as Ralph Cramden. And he's now Andrew Clay. Like they're two different people.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? Okay? All right, there's a couple of Japanese guys came down. They want to see a real broadcaster. They want to meet me. I'll hustle them in a minute. I got to take a break. And this goes out to Dice, and I mean this in all sincerity. And I know he's listening, and he's hurting. And it's painful when things aren't going well. If you want to call in, and you really want to discuss what's wrong with your career, not the put-downs, not the rat boy and fat boy and this and that. If you want to hear from someone who's got a little bit of smarts, who's not going to sit there and sugarcoat it for you, who's not going to sit there and kiss your ass and tell you you're still the funniest guy in the world. If you want to have a discussion, a career discussion about Hits is going to be off the air soon, and you want to talk about your next move, and you want to talk about how to get on top again, I'm a pretty astute guy. And you want to have that discussion, call me up, and don't sit there with the insults and your mother. And what do you say? I was a sperm dripping down my mother's leg.
Something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Man,
the best part of you ran down your mother's leg.
The best, yeah.
Whatever.
The best part of me ran down my mother's leg. Whatever. I'd be happy to talk about your career with you and tell you why I think things are off track and how you can't blame everybody for how your career is going. You can't blame me when you're bad on the show. All right, I'll take 10% of the blame, but all right, maybe I had an off day. You're absolutely right. I had an off day. Okay, save it. Save the moment. Say something. You hear Alan Thicke? Guy's spectacular. Alan Thicke's not a comedian, but he's a spectacular guest. Housekeeper jumped into the bed with him. I mean, he had a great story.
He's a real person. You know who you're talking to.
Talking about banging chicks. It was great. I mean, he had an agenda. A few hysterical bullet points and you're out. What can I tell you? Listen, I'm somebody who's been a pretty good talk show guest. Anytime I pick up the phone and want to go on Letterman and Leno, I can go on. Why? Because I can go on and be funny. I plan for this stuff. I'm not saying it comes easy to me. You ask Robin, I'll sit down with her before I go on Letterman, and I'll sit there and I'll go, do I really have something to say? What am I going to do? Let me lay out some things I want to talk about. Could you give me some feedback?
Certainly doesn't go on unprepared.
And do I ask Jackie and Fred about what I'm going to do? And do I ask Robin what I'm going to do? Do I ask my father and my mother and the people I love and my wife? You bet I do. I use a lot of people as a sounding board. And when I go out there, man, I know what I'm going to do. And that's what Letterman says. Howard comes out, he takes over.
The host.
Never.
If you have a bad shot.
Because I want to be great. I have the eye of the tiger.
I've never seen you put the blame anywhere else.
No.
But on you.
It's me. And Dice wants to blame me for his bad appearance here. Okay. I'll take some of the blame. But where do I see in that article with Chauncey him assuming some of the blame?
No.
You should see the article. I'm the greatest comic. When I open my mouth, I fill stadiums. No, you don't do that. You don't fill stadiums. Why is it my fault? Why is it my off day? You know? And after the Dice interview, I did turn to Rob and I said, what could I have done to make that better? And I remember what you said to me. You said to me, Howard, you left the guy 50 openings to say something. You asked him 900 controversial questions.
There's nobody to talk to anymore.
And I said to Robin, and you know what? I said it off the air. I wasn't going to embarrass Dice.
We had this as a private conversation.
Yeah.
We went back on the air, never mentioned Dice again.
I never would have embarrassed Dice with this conversation on the air. But, when I have to open a newspaper and read that it's my fault that he sucked, that's when I get pissed off. I'm owed an apology.
We always take it as a great responsibility that it's our job to entertain people every morning.
And don't think I didn't have endless sessions. What is it, Gary? Don't think I didn't have endless sessions.
Baba Booey.
Trying to think of stuff for Dice to talk about. But, I'm not in his house. I don't know what's going on in his life. He's got to be...
And he won't tell you.
No.
I almost feel bad for the guy. Almost. Because it's almost like...
I do feel bad for him.
You see the calls that we're getting. It's almost like the curtain's been pulled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people have been feeling it, but afraid to say it.
It's a Morton Downey Jr. thing. A lot of these guys who somehow get linked up, like in my genre of entertainment, they don't understand why I exist, and they don't.
And there's a lot of people that
they resent me.
They do, and they think that what you do is you make what you do look so easy that you make everybody believe they can do it.
I know. Like, I'm sure Dice thinks he can do this.
But he couldn't.
And
everybody thinks that what you do is not difficult.
I know. And maybe it isn't. It does come easy to some people, I imagine. It doesn't to me. I do put a lot of thought into this show. I'll be the first to admit it.
Because I find that a lot, Howard. I find that some of the people that we have on don't think that what you do is anything great.
Right. Well, of course. But okay, maybe it isn't so great.
But you should respect that you've...
But at least I've been here, and Dice can't come in here and tell me he wasn't funny because of me. Because I went to the phones. Dude, I was just trying to provide you with something when you were drowning. I'd be wrong if I didn't throw you a life preserver, which I did. And he was, it was sad. But I never would have brought it up on the air. But the guy had to just, out of all his bad interviews that he's been doing,
this is the one he had to mention.
This is the one. I had an off day. He feels comfortable enough with me to take liberties.
And he talks about not kissing anybody. So he won't say anything bad about anybody else.
No. He won't say anything bad about anybody.
Only the people who don't have him on.
Right. He'll say bad stuff about Jay Leno. Jay Leno clearly will not have him on ever. And Dice goes, how come Howard can get on Jay Leno and I can't? He's not a comic. Why is he allowed on Jay Leno? Because I'm interesting.
Well, I thought that was a really interesting comment when he said, you said something about him not being funny. He said, you're not a comic. Who are you to identify whether you're funny or not? Which I mean...
Hey, man, everybody knows Dice isn't funny. You know what? His audience
Who should comment on it?
Yeah. Are garbage men allowed to? Because that's who his audience is. Mailmen, blue collar, white collar.
Guys,
yeah, I mean, who's allowed to comment on whether Dice is funny? The poor guys who hang around with him are allowed to comment. They think he's hysterical. We've had this conversation for 3 years now about Dice because we're completely puzzled why he's not funny anymore. We have it in private. But he opened it up. He's the one who wants to comment on me. I'll comment on him now. That's all. No hard feelings. I'm sorry it turned so ugly. I really wanted it to go differently. I really wanted to be able to say, Dice, I know you're on tough times. I don't think it's fair that you blame it on me, that you weren't good. You had the off day, not me. And then as soon as you say that, he starts with the best part of you is rat boy, sperm boy, I'm the one. When I come on, we're the ones who get you the ratings, me and Seinfeld. Now suddenly him and Seinfeld.
We must be really struggling.
Yeah. Seinfeld came on my show twice, and Dice has been on 6 times. But all the other shows, I guess, were just coasting until those guys came in and saved me.
I mean, is he just a bizarre...
And he believes that, though.
Is he just a bizarre impression that if he just gets a couple more weeks, he's going to take the show from 102 to the top 10?
Yeah. He thinks he's going to be like Seinfeld, like it's going to go into the top 10. He thinks that show is good. That's how out of it he is. He really thinks that when he comes on my show, that's the reason I have good ratings. Like, in other words...
That he gives you a shot in the arm.
He gives me a shot in the arm, and then I coast for the rest of the time.
He's 1/365th of what goes on this show.
Yeah. And he also believes, deep down inside, that, like, when he's attacking how I look and stuff, he thinks he's good-looking. That's what kills me, too. At least I know I'm ugly. He actually looks in the mirror and is impressed. Remember, we lied to him? He was in this time. He's fat as a cow. Robert and I go up to him.
He's less fat than he was.
Yeah, and Robert and I go up to him and we go, Dice, you look terrific. What are you working out? Almost as a joke. And he goes, yeah, I'm back to eating the tuna fish. And he's got breasts like a woman.
Well, it's funny because obviously I put on some weight. He came in one time, and he was wearing these jeans that you had to get like at the big and tall man.
Right.
Funny shade of blue jeans. And I remember I came in, and he goes, look who's here, Baba Belly. And I was going, my God, the guy's huge.
Because he doesn't look in the mirror.
Don't go right for me being fat.
Well, that's why his career is the way it is. He doesn't see the humor in himself. He has no sense of humor about himself. He's eating a tuna. He must be eating the fins, the tail, and the boat they caught the goddamn tuna in.
Howard, if you want some humor, there's 30 Japanese broadcasters standing in the hallway. 30 of them.
Well, what am I going to do with them? How many are coming in?
Well, they'll all come in and they'll all stand there, and you can talk to. There's a couple of guys that do a morning show, and the rest of them are the Hamchisanos of Japan.
All right. That's pretty scary. You mean they have no brain?
No, I mean they're general managers.
Oh, okay.